Most people think attraction begins with the face. They are wrong. Attraction begins with the mind no one can control. You can look beautiful and still feel weak. You can dress perfectly and still carry desperate energy. You can speak confidently and still be secretly begging for approval. And people feel it. They may not say it, but they feel when your peace is fake, when your confidence is borrowed, when your smile is hiding insecurity, and when your silence is not calm but fear. The truth is this: you do not become deeply attractive by chasing attention. You become attractive when you stop needing it. Because the most magnetic person in the room is not the loudest, the richest, or the most beautiful. It is the one who cannot be easily shaken. In this speech, you will learn 7 habits that make you mentally strong, emotionally controlled, and quietly magnetic. But be careful. Once you practice these habits, people will notice your energy has changed. Some will respect you. Some will fear losing control over you. And some will disappear. Because your weakness was the only version of you they knew how to use. Before you ask how to become attractive, ask why your presence is so easy to ignore. Because the truth is uncomfortable. Most people do not become unattractive because of their face. They become unattractive because their energy is weak, their mind is noisy, their emotions are uncontrolled, their words are cheap, and their discipline is missing. You can wear beautiful clothes, fix your hair, train your body, buy perfume, jewelry, watches, and expensive shoes, and still walk into a room with the energy of someone begging to be noticed, and everyone feels it. Neediness has a smell. Insecurity has a posture. Weakness has a sound. You may hide it with confidence, but the body tells the truth. Your eyes search too much. Your voice explains too much. Your hands move without calm. Your smile asks for approval. Your silence feels nervous, not powerful. A truly attractive person does not chase attention. A truly strong person does not perform for approval. They enter quietly, but something changes. Not because they are loud, not because they are trying to dominate, but because they carry themselves like someone who has survived storms without becoming bitter. That is rare. And anything rare becomes magnetic. The first habit is this: stop reacting so quickly. Look at yourself honestly. Someone sends a message, you react. Someone does not reply, you react. Someone looks at you strangely, you react. Someone criticizes you, you react. Someone praises you, you react. Your mood is being pulled around like a rope in the hands of strangers. Then you wonder why you feel tired. You are tired because you have given everyone permission to touch your inner world. A mentally strong person creates space between what happens and how they respond. This space is power. In that space, you decide who you are. Without that space, you are just a puppet with a heartbeat. When someone insults you, the weak mind immediately wants to prove. It wants to explain, attack, defend, and correct the image. But the disciplined mind watches the insult like a leaf falling on water. It sees it. It does not become it. It asks, is this true? Is this useful? Is this worth my peace? If the answer is no, it lets it pass. This is not weakness. This is mastery. The strongest person in the room is not the one who can shout the loudest. It is the one who can be provoked and still remain steady. Anyone can be calm in a quiet garden. But can you be calm when someone misunderstands you? Can you be calm when your ego is burning? Can you stay silent when silence protects your dignity more than words ever could? That is attraction. Not the attraction of appearance, but the attraction of control. People feel safe around those who are not controlled by every storm. They feel something solid, deep, and rare. Every time you react instantly, you teach people that they can control you. Every time you pause, you remind yourself that you belong to yourself. The second habit is this: stop explaining your value to people who are committed to not seeing it. This is where many people lose their dignity. They talk too much. They justify too much. They try to convince people who have already decided not to understand them. They write long messages. They repeat their intentions. They beg for fairness. They say, "Please understand me," to people who benefit from misunderstanding them. Listen carefully. When you keep explaining yourself to someone determined to reduce you, you are not proving your worth. You are lowering your price. A diamond does not argue with the person who calls it a stone. A mountain does not kneel because a blind man cannot see its height. The sun does not become insecure because someone closes the window. You must know when words are becoming waste. Mentally strong people speak with clarity, then they stop. They do not chase. They do not overperform. They do not keep placing their heart in front of people who keep stepping on it. They understand that some people do not want truth. They want control. Some people do not want peace. They want access to your reaction. Some people do not want understanding. They want you exhausted enough to obey. The attractive person has boundaries, and boundaries are not walls built from anger. Boundaries are doors with locks. The right people enter with respect. The wrong people stay outside with their opinions. You become powerful when you no longer need every person to have the correct version of your story. This is difficult because the ego wants justice immediately. The ego wants every rumor corrected, every insult answered, every accusation destroyed. But life is not a courtroom where everyone gets to hear your evidence. Sometimes the highest discipline is letting people think what they want while you continue becoming what they cannot stop. You should correct what must be corrected. You should speak when silence would harm truth. But you must stop bleeding energy into people who only become alive when you are disturbed. There is a quiet type of attractiveness that appears when a person no longer begs to be believed. Their eyes become calmer, their speech becomes cleaner, their movements become slower, their energy becomes expansive. They no longer throw themselves into every conversation like a coin into a crowd. When you stop explaining your value, you begin living it. And lived value is stronger than spoken value.